Women's college basketball is changing fast, and the transfer portal rankings are causing major shockwaves. It's been more than a month since the transfer portal opened for women's college basketball. The dust has largely settled on a busy portal season, and most of the top 100 or so players in the nation have picked new destinations. We don't know how the players will fit in with new teammates, if they can thrive in different conferences, or how they'll adjust to different coaching style. But we know what the rosters look like, how good all these players have been in previous seasons, and, judging from social media posts, we know which coaches are excited about their teams for next season. Grateful for players that believed in a vision and that had the courage to blaze their own path, Oklahoma State coach J.C. Hoyt wrote on X. Grateful for a staff that worked tirelessly to make it happen. When the staff gets it right in the portal and in the freshman class. Proud of our program, Arizona State coach Molly Miller wrote on X. The work is the reward. 1. Oklahoma State. Key additions: Audie Crooks, Iowa State; Liv McGill, Florida; Ellie Brueggemann, Lindenwood; Nene Ndiaye, Rutgers. It's difficult to argue any other team had a better portal haul than J.C. Hoyt's Cowgirls, who landed the nation's second leading scorer in Crooks, a dynamic guard in McGill, a sharpshooting deep threat in Brueggemann, and a versatile forward in Ndiaye. Oklahoma State also picked up former Baylor guard Yuting Deng, Utah guard L.A. Snead, and Missouri State guard Zoe Canfield to shore up the Cowgirls' depth in the backcourt. Pairing all those pieces with returner All-Big 12 selection Staley Hurd makes Oklahoma State a team capable of a deep run in March. 2. UCLA. Key additions: Addie Brown, Iowa State; Alina Arnisolo, North Carolina; Donovan Hunter, TCU; Bonnie Dees, Arkansas. After winning the national championship, UCLA sent their top 6 players off to the WNBA. Aside from Sienna Betts, the roster seemed thin. But then coach Corey Close and her staff brought in an impressive collection of talent, headlined by the do-it-all Iowa State forward Brown. After a season at UNC, where she helped the Tar Heels advance to the Sweet 16, Arnisolo returned to UCLA. The Bruins rounded out their portal class with a top-sec rookie in Dees, one of TCU's top players in Hunter, and Notre Dame's KK Bransford. Count on the Bruins being competitive in March again. 3. Ole Miss. Key additions: Talasia Cooper, Tennessee; Jada Richard, LSU; Jada Civil, Tennessee; Danila Washington, Illinois State. Rebels head coach Yolette McPhee-McQuinn doing damage in the portal is nothing new. Once again, she and her staff have assembled a roster that resembles a team capable of making noise in March again. The class is headlined by 2 of the top guards in the SEC, Cooper and Richard, joining Ole Miss. Coach Yo also brought in All-America East selection Jade Tillman, San Jose State forward Maya Anderson, Tennessee guard Jada Civil, and a handful of other key contributors to boost their depth. 4. Arizona State. Key additions: Ruby Whitehorn, Tennessee; Rashunda Jones, Michigan State; Iona Sarai Derrington, Central Michigan; Maddie Morson, Central Michigan. Coach Molly Miller built on an impressive debut season with the Sun Devils by bringing a collection of talented players from the portal. Whitehorn was a top player for Tennessee in the 2024-25 season. Jones has been an All-Big Ten defender. Derrington led the MAC in field goal percentage. Morson was the MAC Player of the Year, and Quinnipiac's Ella Ryan shot 41.1% from behind the arc this past season. It's a roster that should be near the top of the Big 12. 5. North Carolina. Key additions: Akola Cott, Oklahoma State; Sophie Burrows, Syracuse; Chloe Cloddy, Stanford; Gabby White, Virginia. Coach Courtney Bangert went into the portal with a list of needs and checked all the boxes. The Tar Heels landed a tough forward in Cott, a knockdown shooter in Burrows, and a pair of combo guards in Cloddy and White. Cott fits the mold of Nyla Harris and Alyssa Ustby, previous players who have played power forward for Bangert. Burrows should slot into India Nivar's position after she was drafted by the Atlanta Dream. Cloddy and White will be part of a backcourt rotation that also features Kate Harpering, the Naismith High School Player of the Year. 6. Louisville. Key additions: Zamaria Jones, NC State; Karis Baker, Virginia Tech; Denya Prawl, Tennessee. Coach Jeff Walls was already returning a talented core of players that competed for the ACC championship and advanced to the Sweet 16, and boosted that group with an impressive trio of players from the portal. Jones is a guard that can quickly fill up the scoreboard. Baker is a versatile forward and All-ACC selection, and Prawl showed promise as a rookie at Tennessee. Count on the Cardinals contending in the ACC again. 7. TCU. Key additions: Lainey Grant, North Carolina; Lara Somfai, Stanford; Jaden Wooten, Oklahoma State; Bella Hines, LSU. After a second consecutive trip to the Elite Eight, Coach Mark Campbell reloaded his roster. The Horned Frogs returned center Clara Silver, and TCU staff added players that should fit in nicely around her. Grant has flashed big-time potential as a playmaking guard at North Carolina. Somfy was one of the ACC's best rookies at Stanford. Wooten was an All-Big 12 selection, and Hines showed promise in an off-the-bench role at LSU, shooting 45% from the floor and 37% from three-point land. If Campbell can make all the pieces fit, TCU could be a contender again. 8. West Virginia. Key additions: Zahira Walton, George Mason, Skylar Forbes, Marquette, Alexis Borders, Duquesne, Kennedy Harris, George Mason. The Mountaineers won the Big 12 and earned a top 16 seed in the NCAA tournament last season in Mark Kellogg's third year as coach. In the offseason, he's assembled a collection of players that seem capable of putting WVU in a position to do that again. Walton and Harris powered George Mason to program heights by winning the A-10 tournament and regular season titles. Forbes is a top-notch defender and sharp free-throw shooter, and Borders has high potential after a strong rookie season. Kellogg added a handful of other players, like BYU's Moria Hudgens and UCF's Kyalan Godu, that should help as well.